Hi, this is Rachel with the Book Mavens, and today I have an unboxing to do with you guys. I don't have any sub boxes to open with you. I do have a couple of books. Well, that's not true. Let me back up. I have a Broken Binding special edition that I ordered, as well as a couple of Goldsboro boxes. It could be the June or July pick. I have to open them and see. I haven't opened them. And I got a couple in from Barnes & Noble that were just released. And then I have a couple kind of book accessory style stuff. There's some book overlays that I have that I would like to share with you all as well. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, one thing I did open because I wanted to make sure it kind of came in a flimsy envelope, and I wanted to make sure they looked okay. So this is from Imagine Books Shop, and it's a set of overlays for Throne of Glass. So let's see. I haven't looked at them yet. They're still sealed in this. I just took them out of the box, or the like big envelope they came in. Okay, so these are all from Throne of Glass. All right, so just the first book, and it does come with this really handy little page identifier, I guess, if you wanted to put in there like a table of contents to just flip to the pages that you would like to see. But let's take a look at them and see what we think. All right, so here we have the Glass Castle from Ardalan. It's very pretty. These fit the hardcover. They have them to fit like any book printing that you have. All right, here we have Prince Dorian, looking very kind of teen angsty, but that's what he is, so it works. All right, so here we have Nehemia, and that is Kaltain. I had to think about who she was. All right, I love Nehemia. Look at how gorgeous she looks in that dress. Ooh. All right. Kaltain, of course, we don't like her in the first book, but she ends up being all right there in the end, those of you who have read the series. All right, so here we have Celaena Sardathian and Chaol. And from here, so they don't go everywhere. We have Celaena in one of her trials during Throne of Glass. I like that. The art's really good. It's really strong. I really like it a lot. I do believe that they're going to do the other books. I'm looking forward to having a full set. So here we have Celaena when she attends the ball and dances with Dorian. All right, another strong one. All right, and then this one is of Elena. All right, and she looks pretty awesome there. All right, so these are all the page overlays I have for that. I will put them in the book eventually. I have to figure out which. I might have gotten these for my paperbacks. I have to double check and see what they fit in. All right, and then the other set of page overlays, I think these are also Throne of Glass. This is from the Dusty Shop, which I have some stuff from them. They're the ones who did my really pretty Throne of Glass dust jackets. Amanda and I have the same set. You've probably seen them in one of our videos. I just don't remember which one of us showed them off. So these are called cinematic overlays. It's kind of different than just a regular piece of art, is that there are like QR codes associated with it. So if you kind of hover your phone over it, I believe that's how it works, it'll kind of come to life for you. So most of these are scenes from, this is just Throne of Glass. Like I said, they are going to do every single book. Actually, this might be, yeah, okay. Not Assassin's Blade. All right. But what's really cool about these, like I said, with the cinematic overlays, is that if you hover your phone, they'll move. And so they're mostly kind of landscape pieces. They don't really focus. It's not so much character driven like the ones from Imagine's bookshop that I showed you. And some of these are like a double page, so I'm gonna have to be really, really careful folding them in. I'll show you what I mean by that. Here we go. Okay, so this also tells you, it'll give you a little card here, and then on the back, is your QR code for access to animations. All right, so here we have, here's one of, I don't think these are in order, of Selena going in the kind of underground tunnels and happening on things that she's not supposed to see. Let's see. And then here, this is a really great scene in the book when she's scaling the side of the palace, the castle, and goes to save one of her competitors during the competition. I'm trying not to dump these all over the floor as I show them to you. All right, here she is visiting Elena's grave. All right, that's pretty cool. This is very, very cool for her final battle and all of the demonic creatures that came out. All right. Okay, so these are the double scenes. So here you can see it's very, very pretty. Her looking at the glass castle. So these actually will fold in half. Like I said, I have to be very, very careful when I do this. And it gets placed, so when you turn to that page, it will open and you'll be able to see the entire scene laid out, which is really cool across both pages instead of just one. Here we have another one when she's discovering the secret entrance in her bedroom. And the art is really beautiful on these. So you can see they're not so much character focused. It's definitely more on the beautiful scenes. So here you can see at that cool masquerade ball. So I'm looking forward to having these. I kind of like getting these multiple sets. So, and putting them in the same book. It almost becomes like an illustrated edition of the books. And I think that's just super fun. And Throne of Glass is my favorite series of Sarah J. Maas's. So I'm looking forward to being able to do that. So I will let you guys know in another episode how that goes, if I'm able to get them all in the same book and how that looks. All right, so let's move on to the books. So I got a couple of Barnes & Noble packages. These actually just came today. This is the time that I'm filming this. So let's see what we got. There's just two. All right. So we've got Starbringer, all right, by Tracy Wolff. This is the second release of Red Tower Books. So you can see the little trademark there. So Fourth Wing, of course, was their first release. Starbringer is their second. So this is the first edition. Now, for whatever reason, they did not do any kind of sprayed edge for this, which is kind of disappointing. That they didn't do that. And she wasn't cheap either. So, but it is a first edition. So you can see it there. I am trying to collect all of the first editions that Red Tower puts out. It's kind of like a personal mission that I'm on. So I, of course, had to get this one. So this, I heard, is a cross between The Breakfast Club and like Firefly. That is the crossover that I got. So the front says, how much space does one princess need? So it's supposed to be really funny. So 7 strangers, 1 stolen ship, and the whole universe on their ass. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. This is going to get bumped up to the top of my TBR because I really do want to read this. I heard really good things, and I will let you know. I'll certainly do a review video about this Starbringer. So it's like more science fiction, and I need to read something funny. So I'm looking forward to that one. All right. So then my next one from Barnes & Noble. All right, so this is an indie author. This is Chloe C. Pinaranda. Yes, that's how you pronounce her last name. She wrote the series An Heir Comes to Rise. I haven't read those. I've heard pretty positive things about it, but this was a new series that she started. I think it's in the same world, but it's completely different characters, so you can read it on its own. So it's a Nightfall novel. And this is book 1. So you saw the beautiful cover, but this is what's really cool. I'm actually tempted to not have the dust jacket on it, to be honest, because look at the naked jacket, which, you know, I like the character art. That's really pretty. I wish I could have gotten it signed. I was unable. I'm trying with the indie authors to at least try and order them signed. Many of them have their own websites, well, they'll do that, but she does not currently. So I will be missing out on that. And so this is another one that I was really looking forward to reading. So those were a couple of pre-orders that just came in. All right, so I don't have too much to say about this one. I actually don't know a whole lot about it. It says the brightest star needs the darkest night. All right, so it's definitely more of a romantasy, I believe. All right, so let's take a look at these other ones. Oh, okay, hold on. So I have one from the Bookish box. Must have been a pre-order that finally came in. I've forgotten. And then this one that I'm opening now is from Goldsboro. So we'll see what we got going on in here. I wish all boxes came with that cool pull tab. It makes it so much easier to open. Okay. So let's see. Goldsboro will never just like hold my pre-orders. I think somebody told me that you can email them and that they'll like kind of bulk send them to you. I don't know if they actually get any shipping saved on there, but I only always get like single books. That's a pain in the butt. All right. So here we have Morgan Is My Name by Sophie Keach. All right. So I don't know if you can if you can tell that this is definitely a take of Morgan Le Fay from Arthurian legend. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm hoping that it's going to give me similar vibes to, oh my goodness. And then of course my brain stops working, to that other series that was written by that really problematic author, where it's more of a feminist take on Arthurian myth. That's what I'm hoping for. So this apparently is the start of what will be a classic trilogy. So there'll be more books. I didn't know that. So that's fun. So Morgan Is My Name is an atmospheric feminist novel exploring the early life of famed villainess Morgan Le Fay. All right. I love anything to do with Arthurian legend, so I'm very, very excited about this one. And I, of course, will let you know how it goes. It's not too fancy. It's just a green sprayed edge. It is signed. So this is book 301 out of 500. Something Goldsboro is doing now, which is kind of interesting, is that they are, they have those stamps that they're doing now. I don't know if people were trying to copy theirs. I don't know what they were doing, but that's what we got going on now. All right, so let's see what's in this Bookish box. I'm trying to think of what this is. Come in. Okay. It is Foul Lady Fortune. It's been so long I've forgotten. There we go. By Chloe Gong. So I do have a copy of this from another box. So I haven't read it yet. I've not read anything by Chloe Gong. I'm trying to look back here. I do have another one. I just forget who did it, if it was Fairy Loot or Olimacrate. All right, I want to say it was Fairy Loot. So, but this is Bookish Box's edition. Really detailed edges there. Very, very cool. Amanda got one of these too, which is fun. I think she ended up getting, because I think you could either get the lady or the male main character on it. She might have gotten the guy, and I had gotten her, because I think I ordered first. It says, all she had wanted was love. Somehow she had gotten cruelty from every direction instead. All right, so here we can see the end paper. It's a pretty flower design. It is signed by Chloe Gong. So this is what the original cover looked like, in case you've seen it. That's a really cool cover, but the reverse jacket's pretty cool too. I have to say I'll probably flip it because I like that better. I like all of that. That's really cool. The art's really nice. So I'll be flipping the jacket around. But the naked cover is really, really pretty. Whoever they had for the artist, which I never pay attention to, and I need to because that's very unfair not to promote the artist, did a beautiful job. All right, so I just flipped my dust jacket, so here you can see I like that much better. All right, I've been telling you guys, I've been really liking the character art more so than just the kind of other designs, the flowery looking stuff, and the geometric designs. I think I prefer seeing the people. All right, but that's just personal preference. So the last thing I have here is something from the Broken Binding. I think I know what this is. Let's see. If it is what it is, I can see it in my head, but I can't remember what the title of it is. So this is outside of the stub. This is just a special edition that they offered. So if any of you guys are interested, I don't know if they have any still in stock, but they usually set aside some when they do just special editions for general sale. So even if you're not a subscriber, you can still get their special editions. Just not their like sub box ones are a little harder to get. All right, let's see. So the book is The First Bright Thing. These pretty black ribbons. You can see they always wrap them so nicely. Sorry, I took the ribbon off before you could see it. So let's take a look at it. So I want to say this was circus themed. I do like circus themed books. I'm not gonna lie. All right, and this is beautiful. All right, The First Bright Thing, and look at those edges. Really cute. I love that. All right, by J.R. Dawson. End papers. And it is signed. So this is 84 out of 1,000 copies. It's a fairly low number for me. I've told you guys before, I don't really pay too close attention to the numbers. It doesn't really matter that much to me. I just like them to be signed, to be honest, and have the pretty art. That's it. So that's why I kept my tier 1 as well, to make sure that they were signed. All right, so there we go. The First Bright Thing. So World War I, people wake up with abilities, and they end up running a circus of the Fantasticals. All right, it's very, very cool. This looks amazing. I'm looking forward to reading this one as well. All the books that I got in, I think today, look pretty good. If you've read any of the books that I just showed off, please let me know in the comments what you thought of them. And I'm always up for new recommendations. And as the book boxes start rolling in, as we're hitting the middle of the month, they start coming. Usually Owl Crate first, then the rest of them towards the end or the beginning of August. I should have more to show off for you. I look forward to seeing you then.